gonna have to change that because still says Tuesday 7 o'clock. I have to fix that. You're muted, Don. You're muted.
Let's get it done, dude. Hey, everybody.
There you go. There you go.
All right, I got to stop typing. I'm typing cap. I have an issue of I hit cap when I'm trying to type an A. Sometimes when I'm not looking, I hit cap locks. Next thing I know, I've got half, little lowercase, half the rest of it's all uppercase. It's a mess. So we've got a lot of people in here early. What's happening,
18,
everybody?
18. Very
Get
good.
out of here.
Yeah, we're doing Wednesdays for now because we figure Hack's not doing his show anymore.
Right.
At least not every Wednesday. I think he's doing one next Tuesday at 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
he's in here.
Yeah, and I got mixed up. I guess the Jameson hit me harder last week than I realized because I thought we were just doing it this Wednesday because Hack was doing a show Tuesday, but we actually decided in the show last week that we were going to go Wednesday every week.
At least I thought we did.
Yeah, we did. Okay. I forgot.
Yeah, we'll do Wednesdays. I mean, because it's not a big deal for us.
All right. Well, I think the show's over before it started because Quentin was one of the first. No, Quentin's in. We'll give shout outs. Quentin was one of the first ones in. And we'll go reverse order now. Janice is here. Dan in New Jersey. Jesse's Guitars. There's Daniel Horsley. PJ. Is it Kobe? Well, I'll just say PJ. PJ
You're
Kobe.
right.
Rick Hefner. Johnny R. Kramer. Dan, we've got Lars Guitars. There's Larry. Ricky Compton. Ricky Compton, we'll talk about him a little bit. He's got a new guitar, very groovy. I was just looking up what he got. We'll talk about it a little bit for you that are just getting here, didn't see the chat earlier. There's Music Therapy Laz. I said that too quick. Gussie Wells, Ricky Compton. We have another Quentin James. No, same one. Who did I miss? Somebody. Ann Ridenauer was here.
Jess, you said Jesse. Yeah.
Yeah, I said Jesse. But Dale is here. Rick, yeah, DT's here, and Gussie Wells were the first two guys. Okay, I think we're kind of caught up.
And I got to meet Ricky Compton in the Discord. Ricky Compton and Dan in New Jersey. I met them.
Cool.
There might be some other people I met in here. I don't see them yet. So that's very cool. And also, I don't know if you can see it. I got a new chair. Let me back up a little bit.
Yeah. Show the chair. This is really cool, folks. Yeah, you can see it now better. Yeah. Check that out.
And it's got the arms go up so I can.
That's very cool. So now you can use it for comfort or for playing a guitar. Fold the arms up. Now you can play your guitar.
Yes.
What's the word?
Uninhibited.
No, that's not the word. I don't. Whatever. Somebody will come up with the word. What's the word I'm looking for, Jesse? You're the English teacher. Unencumbered. Unencumbered. I got it. I came up with it. That's the word I was looking for. Encumbered. Turn up, Mitch.
Oh, you turn up?
Well, maybe get closer.
How about now? Is that better
perfect.
now?
That's
perfect. Because you're not going to hear me when I'm back there.
All right.
But actually, I need to turn my software on anyway.
So Ricky Compton got a very groovy guitar. I'll read the specs. It is an Ibanez RG550. Hey, Ricky, is it the Genesis or is that something different? Oh, geez. I'll blow this already. StreamYard. Ricky, is it the Genesis? The thing that I pulled up says Genesis. Where's the damn pop-up chat? There it is. So, Ricky, there's Hugh Caldwell and James Stewart. What's happening? We got a movie star, James Stewart, in the chat. It's a cool name. I did say hi to Daniel Horsley, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I think I mentioned it. Ricky, is it the Genesis? Or is it just an RG550? Is there a difference? Yes. Yes, Genesis made in Japan. Okay, cool. So here's the specs. He got the really cool. The one I pulled up just happened to be this yellow. Let's see, what's the actual name of it? Shit. Here we go. I don't see the name of the. It's Desert Sun Yellow. Very cool. Not a cheap guitar, but not a real expensive. Just above the middle of the road. Very nice. We don't need to talk about that. Anyway, Super Wizard 5-piece maple walnut neck. I don't know what that all. I guess it's 2 different types of wood. Basswood body or basswood body. Maple fretboard with black dot inlays, or maple fingerboard if you're a Scott Grove disciple. Jumbo frets, edge tremolo bridge. Is it Goto machine heads? Is that how you say it? Goto?
I think so.
And then it's got 3. It's humbucker, single humbucker configuration, and they're all Ibanez, a V7, S1, and a V8, whatever that means. And people seem to like it in the reviews. So I just happened to pop it up from the Z Sounds thing, but that's cool. All right, so let me. What happened to everything else?
Hey, Johnny R. Kramer, thanks for coming in.
Where's StreamYard?
Rosebud, Johnny, Rosebud.
I might. Oh, there. Oh, here we go. All right. Boy, I'm having some technical issues here. Okay. It's weird. It kind of took over my whole screen. So yeah, I think that, Ricky, we need to see a video on that thing, man. That is a cool looking gun. Now, see, I would almost consider that yellow, except I guess it's got a. I cut it off. Is it a locking nut thing? Hujima bopper, at the top. I hate that. I don't like tuning the guitar down by the bridge. I like tuning it up. Like tuning it up. Why can't I move the pop-up chat there? I like tuning it up by the the headstock. And we say hi to Rick Hefner. I think we did.
Yeah.
And Hugh Caldwell over in Scotland. How you doing, Hugh? Should be locking, Jesse says. Yeah, I think it is. I took next to Gretsch. Oh, Ricky's going on a spending spree. He's gonna get a Brian Seltzer antifreeze green one. Cool. Go for it, dude.
I like Brian Seltzer.
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
Setzer, whatever. Yeah, I like that guy, man. I say it's Seltzer too, but it's Setzer.
Seltzer. Yeah, I say Seltzer too, but it is
like Alka-Seltzer.
Right.
Speaking of Alka-Seltzer, I ate some leftovers. Some of you guys heard from when I was talking to Mitch, didn't know that he was in Discord and on our StreamYard before we opened it up to the public. Ate some leftovers before the show.
Joe Wentz. Hi, Joe Wentz.
Hey, Big Joe. Joe Wentz.
Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Joe, what's going on? Are you guys like just for the summer not doing the show on Fridays? What's going on, man? Anyway, he just did a collaboration, I think.
But he's been doing some streams, some live streams, and some of his own stuff, Joe. So
cool.
PJ anyway. COVID.
So that's cool. So Mitch got a new chair. Ricky Compton got a new guitar. Anybody else get anything new? I'm getting a new. I'm getting something new. I think it's ordered. I'm getting, my Strat, which I can't show you because it's downstairs, half taken apart. I'm getting a black pickguard, replacing the white pickguard. I think it really looks cool with the black one.
Okay.
Because Jesse has a guitar. He put a black pickguard on, same basic, the whatever you can call that color. What is it called? What do you call the orange brown Strat? The standard Strat look where it's orange brownish with the white pickguard.
Yeah,
everybody in the world has.
Somebody's going to post in the chat. I can't think of the name.
I can't think of it. Tell me what's the name of it, Jesse. But anyway, with a black pickguard, it's wicked looking, man. It's bad. I'll be doing a lot of videos with my Strat.
It's like the one I got, the
Sunburst. There you go. How do you forget Sunburst? Jesus Christ. Anyway, so I'm excited for that, and I'm going to get my Les Paul worked on a little bit, I think, which will be cool. Doesn't really need to be worked on, but hey, if I make it better, we'll make it better. I love that Les Paul. But I got to be honest with you. I believe the show was dissolved. I have went solo. I can't speak. Oh, geez. Well, how about that? All right, cool.
It happens. Things S happens.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Shit happens.
So, have you golfed lately?
Yes, I did. I played yesterday morning. I teed off at 10 to 7 in the morning, finished by 10, and I was spectacular on the back nine, but I sucked big time on the front. So I shot a 47.39. So I could have been one of those days where I broke 80, but I couldn't. I chumped out on the front nine. I I hit like three putts on the front nine that, like, if you ever watch golf, sometimes the ball gets to the hole and it just stops instead of going in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, go in.
You'll get it. You'll get it
I know.
before it
Oh,
gets
I will.
cold out. You'll
I
break.
will. I
You'll
will.
break.
Here,
80.
I'll bore the shit out of all of you. So, a guy that used to be a real good friend of mine in the car business, and then him and I started a over 40 baseball league with two other guys. Anyway, we had a falling out over, I'm not exactly sure what, but I think it had to do when I quit my job. We sold cars together. The last 7 years when I sold cars, I was in a little trailer selling at a buy here, pay here lot, which was affiliated with a big Honda and Ford dealership out front. We were way in the back. It's like two roads, big road. They were on the main road. We were on the side road behind it. And, it's for the credit challenged, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And we sold cars on and off from like 1990. I helped him learn how to sell cars. Basically, I just helped him how to work the managers, because part of being a car salesman is you got to deal with asshole sales managers who are stealing from you all the time.
Right.
But we won't get into all that. But anyway, he passed away, unfortunately, and he stopped talking to me about 4 years ago. And so the one fellow called me up, and he belongs to this. There's a country club, Sparrows Point Country Club. Mitch, you know where that's at. Everybody, most of you all don't, but they don't have any initiation fee, and it's cheap. I mean, it's like $250 a month, but I played 3 times last week. That was $140. Well, because one course is $60, the other course is $40. So I played 3 times. That's $140 in 1 week. I definitely spend. Now I have to drive about a half hour to get there, but I can play I can play every day of the week if I want, So, I mean, paying for it up front, but I have to talk to them, because if it's a 1-year contract, I might not do it, because between now and the next year, hopefully we're not living here anymore in Maryland. I want to live in Delaware. But and I saw something interesting, Mitch. Listen to this. That you get those pop-up things on your internet feed or whatever your main thing is when you turn on your computer. Mine's MSN, I think. Mm-hmm. And a little box said, the 11 worst states to retire in. Guess what? According to this, now
Maryland.
Who knows if these people? Maryland's the 11 worst, is the number 1 worst state to retire in, according to these people. I don't know if that's true or not. You got to take some of this shit with a grain of salt. There's Dwight Bailey. Hey, Hitman, what's up,
Dwight?
Dude? I got a couple of your videos. I got to catch up on, Dwight. I'm remiss, but I got the notifications. Yeah. But so anyway, I'm kind of psyched. If I'm waiting to hear, I'll tell you what, these country clubs they're not. They want members, but they're not very aggressive, because I emailed the guy on Sunday. He finally got back to me today. Email. I called. The number he gave me wasn't any good, but they changed the number at the pro shop. I left a message there. Just haven't heard from him. I'm ready to get the ball rolling. Answer a couple questions. I'll go out there. I don't need a tour of the place. I've played there before. I've known some people over the years, but and then I got a country club I can walk to, and I emailed them. You fill out the form on their webpage. I'm interested. It was a week before anybody got. I kept calling and leaving voicemail. I said, do you people really want members? So finally I got an email, and they said, if this sounds interesting, come and let me know, and well, you can come in and we'll talk. I said, how about invite me in to play the course? Now, the country club right down the street from my house, I've never played. I'm not going to even consider joining if I got to play the course to see if I like it. Now, this other course, I've played it. Carl Jr. There isn't a Carl Jr. in the entire. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Jesse. I agree. I take all that stuff with a grain of salt. But this was, I think, it wasn't Motley Crue, but it was. It wasn't. I don't think it was one of those advertisement things. Like where you got to, see a bunch of ads to click to the next page to see what the next day. Maybe I'm wrong. It might have.
How you doing? How you doing, Hack? Hack is in the house,
The Hack's in the house.
and I think he's going on the 10th. I still think you're going live because I was in and out of your your show last time, so I think you're going live on the 10th, August 10th, which is next Tuesday. If not, you can put the right dates in.
Yeah, Guitar Hack. Give us an update on what's going on with you in the chat, and Speed for Hire is in there, in the chat.
Yeah, I forget who was saying that their wife sold. The guy's wife sold one of the guitars for a lot less than it could have sold for. So that's what scares me. If I croak, what is my wife going to do with these guitars? She would give them away. I'm knowing her seriously. My 8 guitars, she would give them away.
Well, I have that. I was afraid of the same thing. So I don't. Some people think this comes across as bragging. I'm trying not to brag, but I was very fortunate. My stepmother was extremely wealthy, much more wealthier than we ever imagined.
Right.
You wouldn't know it by the way she lived, but she took really good care of me and my brother. And because of that, I figured I better get a will, because we don't have any kids,
Right.
and like, tree falls over in the middle of the road while me and my wife are driving and we both get crushed, the state would get all my money, right?
Yeah, we got a will, but my stepdaughter gets everything. But
so anyway, not to bum everybody out, but in my will, I've donated all my guitar equipment to somebody that I know will responsibly dispose of them or use them. So
right, there you go.
I took care of that. That is something you gotta. Some of you guys out there with extensive collections, you ought to think about that, because it would be a real crime if somebody sold your $2,000 guitar for
Jane
$200.
Stewart, yeah, she's got the address of her future husband's house, which will be in less than 3 months now.
My wife knows to donate my stuff to the local university. Hey, that's cool. I like that. That's a great idea.
That wouldn't be a bad thing.
That's a great. There's Epiphonium. Hey, dude. Old man Dan, what's going on, dude? My gear goes to my Dan. Who does it? Your gear goes to your what's SO?
Son. It'd probably son.
Oh, son. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't have a relationship with my son.
So let that be the thing. Let that be the thought for tonight. For you folks that have extensive gear and guitar collections, think about it. What's going to happen to all your gear if something happens to you? We don't want to bum everybody out, which I probably already have. And anyway, my stomach's feeling better. Mitch, why don't you take over? I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm going to go get a glass of Jameson. So cheers, and I'll be right back. I'm going to mute. I'll be back.
All right. And I'm soloing myself so you can see how unattractive I really am. But at least it's clear unattractiveness. Yeah, so I think most of you know I've been going to therapy for my sore shoulder, and I can't say where it's helping at all yet. I was playing earlier today, and I'll get this pins and needles just going through up my. I can still play, but it's just uncomfortable. John Weezy Music is in the house. Everybody, if you haven't checked out Weezy Music, it's on YouTube. He's got a real good channel. He's a multi-talented musician. I mean, seriously, he played in Branson, Missouri, and he's really really good a musician. I mean, he sings, he plays keyboard, he's a great guitar player, and if you get a chance, go to and follow Weezy Music here on YouTube. Let me see who else is in the house. So we got 27. I wonder how different streaming on a Wednesday it is compared to a Tuesday. Lefty Mike is in the house. Hey, Mike. I got to meet you, too, on Discord. Got to meet about 3 or 4 or 5 people in here on Discord. And if no one doesn't know what Discord is, it's a platform where people can talk with each other, exchange pictures, video, and you can. It's mainly gamers use it because you can game live on it, but it doesn't. You're not streaming to YouTube, but you can. You can use OBS and to capture your gameplay in Discord, but it's pretty cool. Discord, it's been around for a while, and some people are into it, some people are not, but it's fun. I mean, I can remember the old days. Like, I think the first time I tried Skype, I think I talked to somebody. It was in a different country, but it's really, this is back in the late, like 1996, 97, whatever. But just how far we've come with technology in that time, unbelievable.
All right, I'm back. Cheers.
Cheers. Don is back. Good, because I was running out of stuff to say.
No, you're not. So, running up and down the steps now, I've stirred my stomach up again. I'll probably have to take hopefully Ralph isn't waiting for me. I wasn't drinking earlier, but those left.
Speed for hire. I have to, because of insurance, I have to do the therapy first. If that doesn't help, they're going to give me a shot of cortisone. If that doesn't help them, I assume they're going to do with an MRI and see if anything's torn. Because I had a torn labrum like 8 or 10 years ago.
Jesus Christ! What's an anterior?
Full tear.
Anterior medialis.
Medial full tear.
Frozen shoulder. Been in 8 months. Jesus Christ, dude. That sounds like it hurts. It hurts listening to it. There's John Weezer Music. Did you say hi to John?
Yes,
and Lefty Mike.
Told everybody to go to his website. He's got a great website.
Yeah, John's talented dude. Lefty Mike, what's happening, man? I
got to meet him too. I think. Wait a minute. No, was it Lefty Mike got to meet? No, I'm sorry. It wasn't Lefty Mike. It was. I forgot it.
It's hard to keep track of everybody.
No, it's not Lefty Mike. It was. I can't remember his name. Not Lefty, but I always get you and Lefty Mike mixed. The other guy when Lefty Mike mixed up. What is the guy's name? Can't remember. But anyway, sorry, I'm old. And I'll be old. Yeah, I've had cortisone in my back a few times, and I've taken the cortisone pills, which helped. The only thing cortisone didn't help was in my knuckle. I had a shot there. I have arthritis in there, and it doesn't keep me from doing anything. But sometimes it hurts real bad.
My wife has a shoulder issue. I forget what it is, but the cortisone doesn't seem to get the job done.
Well,
and
I'll find out.
And it's really weird. She definitely doesn't want an operation. I don't think anybody wants an operation. Had the shot, MRI, PT discharged me on 7. Can't do physical therapist discharge. Oh wow, can't do anything further. I only have 100. Can you play speed? Left. So if you're righty, left. I'm thinking like, does that? I hope you can play your guitar. Thanks, Guitar Hack. Yeah, I was 64 yesterday. For you all didn't.
Happy birthday to Don.
64. Turned 64 blues. Saw your Survivor song on hippies. John's got good stuff. So anyway, I think we've made it official. Until Hack decides to come back on. Hack, until you decide, because you weren't here earlier, until you decide to start doing your show again regularly, if you decide to do it again on Wednesday, we're going to take over Wednesday. What's that?
What?
It's her music.
This is for you, Don.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Cheers!
Happy birthday,
Don. Happy birthday to you. That was Frank.
Sure. Thanks.
That was Frank Sinatra.
All right, Frank.
Oh shoot! I might get a. Oh no! I might get a
copyright
a strike
claim or whatever
a claim. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Haven't had one in a long time.
I tell you. That's funny. My brother called me. He goes, "Oh, you know," I said, "I don't like birthdays." Oh, he still likes it. Good. He's got kids and grandkids. See, I don't have any kids or whatever, so it's not a big. It's just another day, and it's like I feel like now I'm really old. And of course, now here's what I got to look forward to this time next year. When you turn 65, you get a deluge of phone calls for Medicare. My wife today, we had to go today. I had to get my. Listen to this. To get your driver's license renewed, now you have to make an appointment. I didn't know that. so my it expired yesterday. And so I made the appointment last Friday. I couldn't get an appointment until today. So my wife had to drive me. She got 5 calls from like 10 o'clock through 2 o'clock. I mean, she gets 10 phone calls a day, if not 20.
I got a few, not too many.
It's mostly Medicare. It's like she's on some kind of list. So she doesn't know this, but she slept in late or she went up and took a nap. And I'm sitting in the kitchen and her purse was there and her phone's in the purse and it keeps ringing. So what the hell's going on? So I started answering her phone. And if somebody answered the phone, I said, "Will you quit calling this phone? She's deceased."
Oh my!
Well, I'm thinking we've tried everything else.
It won't
He's
stop.
Blocked every call. Well, I thought maybe if the word gets around, she's very healthy, and I'm glad. Alan Robinson's in the house. Hey, Alan, what's happening, dude? What's going on, dude? but our home phone, we have a landline.
Mm-hmm.
Jan's got a cell. I got a cell. We have a landline, but the phone, the battery died on the phone, and we haven't replaced it. So our landline's dead. It doesn't even ring. The TV show, we have Verizon, so it shows up if somebody calls it. The little
so's mine.
Yeah.
Comcast.
But and occasionally Janet will from the TV you can listen to the voicemails, she'll listen to see if we missed anything. But I used to get this one guy used to call from the police something or other. I have no problem with giving money to the police fund, the fallen heroes and all that. But I don't know these people from Adam. I don't know if they're legitimate or not. I've never seen them. I want to ask I'll give them some money, but let me know. I want to make sure I'm giving it to the right people. But anyway, this one guy, he calls if I got a new phone tomorrow. Basically, I think we just need to get a new phone. I keep telling my wife get rid of it, but it's part of the Verizon deal. The phone, internet, cell phone, blah blah blah. But this one guy, he'll call up. I'll say hello. He goes, "Janet," and do I sound like Janet? Maybe I do. Who knows? But so him and there's about 3 or 4 of them with this, and I recognized the voice and all this. So here's what I started saying. I said, "She doesn't live here anymore. She moved out." Oh, sorry. And I hang up. Quit calling here. She doesn't live here anymore. That didn't work. They assholes still call. But I love when some guy calls up and says, "Yeah, Janet, is Janet there?" It's like, wait a minute. Who are you and why are you calling my wife? If I was some kind of like possessive, overly jealous type guy, it's like, but I act like I am. I act like, who's that? What do you want to talk to my wife? I've done that too. I've said, why do you want to talk to my wife? Who is this? Who are you?
Actually, we gave to the Hanover Police one time, and so I get calls from them because somebody said, "Please don't ask for money." They do, but I only gave it to them one time.
Right, but I think if you like, I've given money to the. You watch those commercials. If any of y'all watch Fox, I'll give away my political leanings, but you get a lot of the Wounded Warriors things, and I've given money to those guys. And I mean, I've emailed and said, please quit emailing me. I'll give you more money later, but at my discretion. I don't need you to keep begging. They keep begging for money. It's like they won't let you alone. I guess it's if you don't keep asking, nobody's going to give you anything.
Oh, so talk about license. So we went in there. I think that when we got our second shot, on the way home, we went to because it was right near the DMV here. They call it PennDOT here in PA.
Right.
So we went right in there, and because now you have to get this real ID thing so you're going to need it eventually to fly and go into court buildings. But so we went to do that, but we had our birth certificates, but we had to get new birth certificates because the old ones, the new ones they can tell if it's fake or whatever. So we had to get the new ones. But we did that. So we got that. So we got the real ID now. So
well, I think that's what I'm getting because I got my picture taken and the left, right, or in the middle. You give them money, and not only do they ask for more, they sell your address to others. Yeah, I think that's I think your phone number gets passed around too. I don't care about them having my address. They can send me all the junk mail you want because I just put it in recycling. But it's the phone calls that are annoying. And poor Janet, I'm telling you, that girl, by noon, she's had 5 or 6 calls every day. Every day, her phone just rings off the hook.
Yeah, most of them don't answer.
So I was a little paranoid to drive to this appointment today to get my license renewed. And so Janet drove, and I mean, so it was a 9:30 appointment. We had to drive to the east side of town, Parkville, and it's over by Perry Parkway. Not far from Guitar Center. I almost wanted to go to.
So they have what you didn't have to go to Glen Burnie, huh?
No, I didn't. No. But I would have. That would have been closer.
Right.
But you had to make an appointment, and I had to. It was like this was last Friday, so that was January 29th, I think was Friday. Yeah. And I couldn't get an appointment until today. That was crazy. And luckily it was Parkville, which isn't too far away. And I used to, when I worked on that side of town years ago, so I've been to that MBA. I knew where it was and all, but it's crazy. And they didn't even give me a new license right there like they did. They gave me a little piece of paper, a temporary thing, to go with my old
Right.
Which kind of, well, I don't plan on getting pulled over anytime soon. All right, what do we miss in the chat? Because we're boring the shit out of people. If you go give to the police basketball fund, they will hound you forever. Okay, well, I wouldn't give it for that's. The only thing I would give it to is for like the families of the guys that got killed in action or crippled or whatever. If they don't, if their union doesn't get them a good pension and retirement thing, it's not on me to do that for everybody, but for the ones that, where the guy lost his life in the line of duty, that pisses me off. So,
yeah, it's a very good cause. There's plenty of good causes out there.
Are we having somebody on tonight, Mitch, or is that?
No, he couldn't. He
couldn't make it. Okay.
Yeah, I emailed or messaged him this morning, and he plays once a week. Just a bunch of his friends, they go and jam. And
cool. So he jams on Wednesday night.
Yeah, he thought I forgot about it. I said no, and so I said another time.
Yeah, we'll do it another time. That's cool. All right.
But I'm itching to play for more than 10 minutes. So tonight I'm going to try to play at least an hour, if not more.
There you go.
It's just not keep me, but it's just, I got this numbness in my thumb, and then when I start playing, I get the pins and needles will shoot up mine.
That's not fair, man. That's terrible.
I mean, with the therapy, I'm sure the shoulder is getting stronger, but it's not helping whatever's wrong with it. It's not doing a thing with that. But I got to go to at least, I don't know how many, like maybe 3 or 4 weeks worth before they'll go to something else.
Right.
What are you going to do? Getting old sucks. Well, they did say there was arthritis. My doctor did call me. He said at the X-ray it does show I have some arthritis coming on. But
just to give you all a heads up, and Mitch, I didn't really cover this with you, but I think you'd be cool to it. I think we might have Jesse's guitar back on in the next couple of weeks. He went down to, I hope you don't mind me telling everybody this, Jesse, but I'm going to do it anyway. He went down to, what part? It's Tennessee, Virginia. Oh my God, I got a shirt. The Geico, the Get-Go did the commercial there.
Right.
What part of Virginia? For Brent?
I don't know.
Not Branson.
That's where that's Missouri.
That's a resort area. Jesse, where the hell did you go? Anyway, he recorded, man. I think that is so cool. He was actually in a recording studio. So I think we need to hear all these.
By the
all
way,
about this.
I want to ask you. I'll ask you on the air here. I like to have John Wiesen if he would come on sometime.
Yeah.
He's. I mean, you would not believe multi-talented. I mean, he's a real good guitar player, great keyboard player,
And he
and a
sings.
great singer.
Yeah.
I mean, and if I can get
We'll get
make a
John.
date sometime for him to come on, that'd be
He'll do
great.
it. Jesse, where the hell did you go? I can't think of the name of the town. God damn, I'm getting old.
Oh, recently?
Yeah, he just went down there.
Was it Tennessee? Was it?
It's you're either in Tennessee or Virginia. In the street right down the middle of the town.
Oh yeah,
One
yeah.
side you're
You
in.
told me. I forgot what you.
What the? Oh my God. Maybe he doesn't want us to. Maybe he doesn't want us talking about it. Oh well, sorry. I can't believe I can't remember. Do I have anything?
Yeah, it's good to hear. I think you know Dave R. Right, Don? One of his
Yeah.
dogs got. I guess look, he got bit by another rattlesnake, but he.
Oh no, no, I didn't know that.
I think he's doing all right.
Wow, man. Oh, Bristol, Virginia. Thanks, Jeff.
Bristol.
Jesus Christ, I've been there. I've got a shirt, Bristol, Virginia. Word on one of the shows.
I've never been there.
It's very cool. I mean, it's a small little town, and you know how the main street and the yellow line that goes down there. They've got these little. They've got these things. And on one side of the yellow line, you're in Tennessee. On the other side of the yellow line, you're in Virginia. It's cool.
All right, I got to turn my mic up.
You do?
Yep.
I can hear you fine.
Is that any better, guys, in the chat? I'm doing it here in StreamYards.
I'll tell you what year it was, too. And I'll send this to you. Maybe you can put it up, Mitch.
Okay.
You got your phone right? Or no, I'll send it to your. I can't find it. Maybe I.
Don't do it in message. I can't do it with
No.
Email.
I'll send it to your email.
Okay.
I don't even know when the hell it was.
Let me do it in. I can do it in
It's going to take a while. I can't even
All
find
right.
the damn picture.
input gain. All right, now it should be really loud. I might be too loud now. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I think I stored it in my computer and deleted it out of my phone. Yeah. Oh well. But it's very cool. So they got right in the middle of the yellow line on the street. They have a gold thing in little plate in the middle of the road.
Right.
And it's divided, and on one side of the gold plate it's Tennessee, and on the other side of the gold plate it's Virginia. It's very cool.
I got you.
Very cool. It's the where they recorded the first music. Country music was the first. Bluegrass was the first music ever recorded on acetate, is that what they call it? Something, when they early recordings, and that got turned into a record. So it's very well. Anyway, I'm boring everybody here.
Don't ask Don, tell Q.
Don't ask Don. Tell Q.
I don't know.
I missed out on that. I don't have my A game on tonight, folks.
Hey, did you hear what I said about Quentin? I said in one of your posts on Facebook, I said, when's the wedding? He had a video of his two birds kissing. So I said, when's the wedding?
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's, I don't. Poor birds. I feel sorry.
How they
for
get
them.
along? I just wish my dog a few hours.
Don't ask, tell. Don't ask, don't tell. Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
Few hours ago, I took my dog out to potty, and there was a lady walking her Chihuahua down, and Skylar almost pulled me down. She's 24 pounds, almost knocked me down the steps. I got about 4 or 5 steps, and she's just going after this dog, and that doesn't make my arm feel too good. I just can't. No matter what I do, I can't get her to listen unless I get in front of her.
You have to. Here's the key. And look, I am a I am a disciple of Caesar Milan.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep. We
Now
used to
listen,
watch him a lot.
and what you need to do is you need to redirect them immediately, but you got to be on it. Just like stink on, you know what? Immediately redirect them, and they'll stop it. But you can't once they get into that zone, the red zone or whatever it is.
Well, I'm not kicking my
It's very
dog
difficult. You don't
like he
need
does.
to.
Well, he does
He
a little
doesn't
bit.
kick them. He doesn't kick them hard, dude.
There's a
Mitch.
lot of controversy. Read the other vets. About him.
Mitch, I've watched every.
I watched him too. I still watch. I like him.
Well, then I'm going to tell you're full of shit because he does not kick them hard. He's not kicking
Well,
them
he,
like
he is kicking him though. He's tapping him hard.
He's tapping him. He's not tapping him. If it's a big dog, he's giving it. And you know what? It works.
Well, other people complain about it. I'm just telling you what I
because
read.
people, they're trolls and they don't know what they're talking about. The guy, look, the guy.
No, I'm talking about vets, other vets.
Well, they're assholes then
Okay.
because the guy does not abuse dogs. He saves a lot of dogs. That man, I guarantee, has saved 1,000+ dogs from being euthanized.
Did you see the one with the pit bull? He couldn't train and he switched the dog out because it was untrainable. Did you see that one? He switched the dog out. He said, "I'll give you another dog because I can't train this dog," and he took the dog.
That's not. He couldn't train. He took the dog and he fixed the dog. I guarantee you. But it's not the dog so much as the human. So he gave the human a dog that they control because that human could not control that dog. Mitch, I'm telling you, you're being narrow-minded. That the guy. That
I'm not saying I don't like him. I watch him and do a lot of stuff, but I'm not gonna. She's so fast. I can't get in front of her. And this is the only dog. This is the only dog that is just can't do anything with.
If you can just tap her on the shoulder, you don't have to do it hard. Just tap her on the shoulder.
I do that. It does
attention.
nothing. It does nothing. It does nothing unless I get in front of her where she can't move around me.
Are you getting all excited and hyper yourself
No.
before it happens?
No.
'Cause they go off of your energy, and if
No, okay. I didn't know you were a vet too.
I'm a goddamn dog whisperer apprentice. I'm an apprentice. There's Jamal Kareem. Don and Mitch had their first battle on the Don and Mitch show.
No, I just didn't know you. I didn't know you. I knew you sold cars. I didn't know you were a vet.
I'm not a vet.
I'm not a vet.
I'm not a vet. Neither is Caesar.
I do this. I tried to do this stuff with you, and don't tell Margaret. Don't tell Margaret. But I did. I wouldn't say I kicked her, but I just tried to, like you said, redirect her attention. It did nothing. It did nothing.
Right.
The only thing it does something if I get in front of her, but when she's out in front of me, it's too late.
I understand.
But I'm tapping her. I'm not kicking her.
But you can exactly. And
I'm afraid my neighbor's going to say something.
And you can. It can be done. It's just it takes a lot of work. Now here's the problem with my dogs is my wife and like her brother and sister-in-law, so they come over, and they come inside and Gypsy's right up there in their face and all that, and I say, Gypsy, get down. And you know what, I'm trying to say, Gypsy, get down, because you don't want dogs to get up on people. They're not supposed to do that.
She would do that.
So I'm saying, Gypsy, no. And then my in-laws are saying, oh, it's okay. And Janet's yelling at me, cut it out. It's like, no, if everybody has to be on the same program. So if you can't get everybody on the same program, your dog doesn't have a chance. And it isn't the dog's fault, it's the human's fault, 99% of the time.
This lady is walking her Chihuahua. While my dog's going crazy, dog didn't bark once. The Chihuahua didn't do a thing. She's just going by just like nothing's wrong. And she's going, now, Skylar, she would probably just smell, probably wouldn't even do nothing, but she still changed. She'll just bark.
She's territorial.
Then you start petting her, she would let you pet her. Eventually, then she would be your best friend.
Right.
Then she wouldn't let you go.
Right. But everybody's got to be. It's I don't know.
I'm telling you,
I could be full of shit. I don't think so.
Out of the 4 dogs I had, she was the most, in the last 20 years. She's the most hyper. And I don't take her out for walks either. That doesn't help either.
Your dog has a lot of pent up energy because she doesn't get any exercise.
The only exercise she gets is when she goes potty.
Right.
That's the only exercise I
That's
get.
the problem. You should get a treadmill and put her on the treadmill. Look,
I
here's
saw
the
that.
Caesar
That's-
mantra. It works. Caesar's mantra is rules, limits, and boundaries. And if a dog has perpetual going crazy, running in circles and stuff like that, they've got pent up energy. Dogs are a dog in its natural habitat is zooming all over the place, sniffing, searching for prey, whatever dogs do, whatever wild animals do, And if your dog needs exercise, that's all. You should walk your dog.
I should walk myself. Well, I'll take her
That
out
would be
maybe.
good too. That would be a good thing.
As much as I take her out, only 3 times a day she'll do anything. But I don't know because I still got to take her out like 10 times a day.
Uh-huh.
And but we're just walking around my little teeny yard, so it's not much. I should walk her.
Were you sore from whacking and mowing and hedging the other day?
No, because I took my time doing it. The only part was hard was just, lifting up the trimmings and putting them in the trash bags. But I took my time. I didn't rush myself, and I made sure I held on with 2 hands. And but I did a lot. Like I said, it's not keeping me from doing anything. It's just uncomfortable.
All right, my new favorite YouTube buddy is PJ because she says I'm 100% right. I'm always effing right. I am always right. But I can't get my wife to believe that. But imagine that. I can't get my wife to believe that I'm always right. Oh, God.
In 2016, Cesar Millan was placed under investigation for possible animal cruelty after a pet. Listen to this. After a pet pig was nipped in the ear by a dog being trained.
Right. I saw that episode. Lady had pigs and she had a dog. And look, I don't care what anybody says. I'll go to my grave and I'll be first in line to defend him. I don't even have a law degree, but I'll defend him in court on that.
There's a lot of things against him, but I don't. I'm not saying he kicked any dog, but
he taps him with his feet. He does not go off and kick a dog. And a lot of times the dogs yelp. Sometimes he'll put the dog down, and they'll make all kinds of excruciating noises and all because they've never been controlled by. Most dogs control the humans. The humans don't control the dogs. That is a fact. I'm sorry.
Yesterday,
and beating your dog doesn't, because your dog's afraid of you doesn't mean you've trained it. It means it's scared to death of you.
Yesterday, she wrapped. I guess somebody was walking by, or the people across the street bring their dog. She wrapped around me, and she had I got a long leash and I'm like tripping over, and I stepped on her a little bit. She started yelping then.
Yeah.
I mean, because she just wrapped around me. She's going like I'm getting in front of her, and I had the short leash, but then she pulled it out and. But other than that, she's a good dog.
Yeah, PJ, dogs unfortunately and some dogs just need a job. Like bigger dogs, a lot of bigger dogs.
Yeah, you sound like Caesar. That's what he says. They need a job. Exactly what he said.
Well,
I've seen it. I watch all this
people
episode.
buy these dogs. They're pick a breed or whatever. They love it. They go to work. They leave that dog in the house for all this time, and that dog has pent up energy. So they start chewing on doors, on door handles, on sofas, everything. Because, and I'll tell you what the worst thing.
She never did that. That's one good thing. She never did that. One good
There's
thing.
another gal. I haven't watched any of her videos. They don't show up anymore. But she's an English lady, and she's some kind of dog trainer. She's English, and
I saw her.
She had a really great point. A lot of people say, I'm not getting my dog, take a male dog, for instance. I'm not getting him snipped. Oh, that's not right. Well, she had a great analogy. She goes to the guy, the guy says, that's not wrong to do that. She goes, well, let me ask you a question. If you could never have sex, what would you be like? That's what you're doing to a dog. The jewels are there for one reason, and that is to reproduce. That's the only reason a dog has nuts. Okay, and if you leave the dog really now you have a real potential problem, because a dog that hasn't been neutered, is that what you do to the male dog, or is that the female dog?
I get them all mixed
I forget.
up.
Well, I get that all mixed up, but I've watched hours and hours of it, and I'll go to my grave. I'll defend Caesar Milan to my grave, and any of that stuff is bogus. I've seen the one where the dog bit the ear of the pig. You know, at least you just bit the ear of the pig.
I don't
Before
know
Caesar
that.
showed up, he killed the pig. Okay, so I think Caesar probably did a good job there.
He's supposed to be coming back with a new show.
He's got a new show. It's already on. It's already on. He's
Okay.
had 2 episodes. So if you have on demand, it's National Geographic Channel, and it's changed a little bit. He can't go into people's homes now, I think, because of the pandemic. So they bring him to his center, his dog psychology center.
Is he back in California?
He's always been in California, but
No,
he travels around.
He had a show. He was doing stuff in Europe.
Well, he did Europe. He's done Australia.
Right. Like,
And he does. Yeah, he goes all around the country. You know, but
right.
his main his main home base has always been California.
Because he had this one season where like everything was
In
out
England,
of the
he was in
country.
England,
Yeah, everything was
he
out of the country. Yeah.
These are whatever
But that lady,
with the pig.
what's her still? No, the lady trainer, was her name
Yeah.
Stillwell, something like
I
that.
can't remember, but she's very good. She's very good.
Kind of attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking about Stanley. See, I watch all that stuff. You watch Dr. Pole?
No, I don't like that guy.
Oh, you know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's on the National Geographic Channel all the time.
Right.
But I mean, he's a cool dude. I mean, but he fixes cat. It's some of that stuff a
Everything.
little too graphic for me, man. He's like
Oh, I
fixing
don't-
cows and
Yeah, it is graphic.
mule, donkeys and
Yeah.
goats and any farm animal, pigs.
I watch him too, and he got in trouble before, but I don't know. I guess people don't like certain people's ways. I don't know. But they all love him. All his people see him love him.
Exactly. That guy's probably saved millions of dogs and millions of cows and pigs and any other
Horses.
farm. Right. So, boy, we've really gotten off subject tonight.
This is the veterinarian show.
Veterinarian
Live.
show. Don and Mitch.
I just know
In
one
this
thing.
corner, we have Mitch Heyman. In this corner, we
I
have
can tell you
Don
one thing.
Asshole.
Skylar is my last dog. I tell you that right now. Because at this time, they're going to outlive me. At my age, I don't want that to happen.
Quit talking like that. We won't talk like that.
I saved the dog about 2 years ago. Good for you, Black Jacket Tar. I don't walk them off. Nobody walks your dog off enough, but I run my dog all over the backyard.
But you have a
He gets
big
lot of-
backyard.
I have a
You
big
gotta-
backyard. We said hi to Jamal Kareem, right? It's happening.
No,
Jamal.
I didn't see Jamal.
Yeah, he's in there. Cool dude. Males are
last
neutered.
dog-
Thanks, Speed for Hire. I get all that mixed up.
Lars Guitar, his last dog was named Skylar.
Cool.
And we spell, Margaret named her, but we spell her Skylar, I think. Yeah.
SK who?
Skylar.
Yeah. How else do you spell Skylar?
I don't know. Larry's is Skyler.
Oh, Skylar. Okay. Gotcha.
I don't know. I didn't name him.
Okay, back to golf, Hugh. Yeah, let's talk golf.
I love to have a horse too, but I won't get that. Not
There
now.
is a new backing track invitational out there I put out, and it's like get your Joan Jett on. It's like I love rock and roll, and then it changes a little bit, but not much. It's just the same basic chords. I forget what the chords are. G, A, and Hack. What are the chords? Do you remember? We probably chased half the people. How many we got in the?
Yeah,
stream?
but
Up to 27. We're doing all right.
Yeah.
We're holding their attention. We had me and Mitch had an argument. Am I in StreamYard? No. Now I'm in StreamYard. There we go. I got to go to the YouTube thing to see how many people are watching, and it mixes me up. It doesn't take much to mix me up.
see,
Cheers, everybody! I'm feeling.
It's right
better
on the
than-
StreamYard It tells me right on front of StreamYards.
It does.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
'cause
when
you're-
for
'cause
me,
you're
when
hosting.
you're I'm
Yeah,
hosting.
you're the host.
It says live for 56 minutes, 53 seconds, and 27.
I wonder if YouTube charges StreamYard money, or are they just thankful that
That's a
StreamYard
good-
took over the?
That's a good
What did
question.
it used to be called when it was YouTube? Google Hangout.
Yeah, but that was part of Google. They owned that. That was all part of them. That's a good question because you remember Netflix, they were getting pissed in the beginning because they weren't getting any money from Netflix, but now they are.
Hey, when we were talking about dogs, James Stewart tried to change the subject. I wish I'd have seen this earlier, James. So, Mitch and Don, have you been to the Newport chat? That must have been when we were arguing.
Well, we weren't. No, I wouldn't call it arguing. I wouldn't call it arguing.
No, you were challenging me on Caesar.
Well,
Have you tried Jameson Black Label? No, I have not, James. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mitch.
I'm just telling you what a lot of other people. I watched all of Caesar, pretty much most of them. I don't say I don't like them.
I heard something about that, and I did the Google search Caesar and all that, and I read just about everyone that came up.
Because most, what is he? He's a dog. Most people go to some kind of school. He's self-taught, I believe.
Yeah, you know what? Look, if you watch a lot of these guys, everything is like a treat. Jesus Christ, you're going to make your dog sick. As many treats as those people give the dogs to get them to do anything. And I'm telling you, it isn't the dog. It's partly, it is the dog, but it's not the dog's fault. It's the human's fault. We're going to stay on this. And here's the big problem. Not everybody, but a lot of people have a dog. It's a rescue dog. Like me and Janet have a rescue dog.
We have one.
So I have neighbors behind us that, their yard's fenced in. They have 3 dogs. They have a 2 pit mixes and one real cute little like Lhasa Aso mix, but it's more, one of those Shih Tzu Lhasa Aso,
right.
Cute, fluffy dog, really cute, Joey. So they got 2 males and a female. The female is a pit bull mix, and she was an abused dog, So here's the biggest problem with a lot of people with rescue dogs. They feel so sorry because there's a story behind some of these rescue dogs, how bad they were treated, and people say, well, we'll treat them nice. Well, the dogs have issues, okay? But the dog doesn't remember that it used to be whipped and beaten and left outside on a chain for hours or days at a time. They don't remember that. So the human, feeling sorry for them, treats the dog differently than they should be treated. It gives them, you got to just watch Caesar Milan. Watch about 50 of his videos. There's a site, Dabble, who Caesar has no problem with showing all his shows, bits and pieces of his shows. Like they'll take one of his shows from National Geographic or National Geographic Wild. He was on that channel for a while with the Caesar 911 or whatever, but watch a bunch of them and you'll see it's more the human's fault. A human the owner takes the dog for a walk and Caesar's filming it and he's standing there watching behind a tree and the dog is going ape shit because there's another dog. This dog wants to go and might be a big
like
dog.
Like my dog.
Right, like your dog, okay? Caesar takes the dog, walks it by another dog, and the dog doesn't do a goddamn thing. It's not the dog, it's the human. And if you don't believe me, watch about 20 of his videos, and trust me, you'll be a believer. Some of the dogs have issues, some of them, but it can be corrected if the human changes the way they go about how they handle the dog. There, we'll leave it at that. Let's talk guitars.
Well, I think the few times I do walk her, she likes to go ahead. I won't let her go ahead. I think she didn't bother people going by us then. I think. We had
a lot of people don't like Caesar's. See, there's another guy that's kind of cool. His name's Chuck somebody, big Chuck something. The dog. Well, he calls himself a dog whisperer too. And man, he likes to do pit bulls and all that. And let me tell you something. This guy's a big dude. He wears like a cowboy hat and you know how like the in the westerns the bad guys wear those big
parkas, big coats.
Mm-hmm.
He wears one of those, and he's always got a tennis racket and a hockey glove. But let me tell you
I
something.
never saw
He
him.
takes he's good. It's Big Chuck. I can't think of his name. I'll have to look it up later. But he takes these pit bulls, and like one of the things you can do, and Caesar's done it, you take the dog and you get it on its side, and they'll fight and all that. But this guy, he wrestles these dogs, and you make them submit because that's how it works in the dog world. The alpha, whoever's the leader gets over top of the little one. They
Did you watch that Pitbull and Parolees? You watched that?
I've watched it before, but I haven't watched it for a long time.
Margaret, she watches that all the time. I'll watch it with
all the
her.
time.
Yeah, but it's on when it's new ones.
Any music? All right, everybody's getting tired of the dogs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a show about everything. We talk
Make sure
about
the treats
everything.
I feed my dogs that don't have sugar. Yeah, I know. I can't get it. Sean Zimmerman's in there. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
I just get my dog. I get so much hell from Janet because I got like 20 different kinds of dog treats.
Oh, so you do give her treats.
Oh, well, if at the right time. I just don't
Right.
say here's a treat for no reason. She eats
When
all
she
her
when she
dinner.
potties, she gets a treat.
Exactly. Absolutely. Somehow,
But-
sometimes
but-
that's how I get her in the house. Come on, let's go get a treat.
I got to be honest. She'll get a treat when we're eating.
Yeah.
Because she comes. I don't usually treat her, but I've been treating her. Now she comes when I'm eating. She just sits there, But I'm not. She's not going to eat salad. I'm not going to give her a salad.
Well, when I give Gypsy, we're not. Let's stop talking about dogs.
Nah,
Jesus
I love
Christ.
him.
She's
I
good.
love my dog.
You're gonna have to change our avatars. Back on dogs. Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, no more dogs.
Did you
Rick
ever have a,
Hefner needs a new Strat. My Squire Partscaster rebuild just isn't cutting it.
Well, what is it? What isn't cutting it, Rick? I mean, get new pickups. I tell you, I think Dave's Guitar Channel. I think it makes a lot of sense what he does. He just gets a cheap body, gets some nice pickups, and was it Warm? No, not Warmouth. Yeah, who's he gets his neck from? Warmouth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Warmouth
so.
neck. But I mean, you have to have somebody that knows how to do all that, or you need to be able to do it yourself. But I think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, unless you're into this, unless you're like me, who just loves beautiful guitars and spends like
Yeah.
way too much money on a guitar. But God damn, that is just a pretty
Yes.
goddamn guitar.
My favorite color.
I love it.
Let's see.
And I'm not getting an SG, everybody, until they make one that's a color like jumps out. Now, if I find another one like I played that in the blueberry fade or burst or whatever, like large guitarist has, then I might consider getting an SG, but I don't know. Try to do it yourself Strat, make it your own. Bought a Strat with a Floyd Rose HS. It's a great guitar for about $300. I'm just not into the Floyd thing. I know you got. If you're into whammy bars or tremolo, but whatever they call it, I guess
Yeah.
that's the way to go. But
I'm not really.
There's LTDs with Floyds. I like the tune. I like the tune on the headstock.
Me too. Yeah, I got two with the Floyd Rose. I'm just not. Don't put enough into it.
Thanks, Speed for Hire. But actually, Mitch's Les Paul is prettier than mine. And don't go get it because I don't want you to hurt your shoulder.
I'm not.
Hey, get up again real quick and show the people that came in late your chair. Mitch got a rocket guitar chair, and it's blue. I'm very jealous. Look at that. And show them the arm. Let's have a full demonstration. Look at that. So when you want to play guitar, you fold the arms up and the arms don't get in your way. That is so cool. Mitch is going gamer on us.
Nah, I don't game. But it was. I guess it was cheap. I mean, you could probably get it cheaper, I'm sure, on Amazon. But it was like $159, and for extra $30, they put it together for you and give you a 3-year warranty. If I tear it, they'll replace it.
Hey, James Stewart, I'll have to check that out. I haven't really looked. Did they come out with from the new? What's the?
You know, I was trying to tell, so I can't think of that. What's the guitar show? What's it called? NAMM.
Nam.
I couldn't think of. It just came to me, but I couldn't. There's Jason Oak. Hey, Jason, welcome to the chat. I couldn't think of NAMM the other. I was trying to explain to Janet about the whole thing, and I couldn't come up with NAMM. Isn't that? It just came to me. So
Right.
is that part of the NAMM? Did that come out at NAMM? All these new colors? I'll have to check it out. So Epiphone SGs have some new colors. Cool. All right. PJ says bought a made Mexico Telly neck on Craigslist for 160. Sold the Squire neck for 40. That's a good. That is now that's shrewd stuff there, man. I didn't even know you could get $40 for a Squire neck. Cool. How much did it cost to ship a neck? I'm curious. James Oak has the same chair. Did you get it at Staples, Mitch?
I did. Yes.
Okay, cool. Good for you, Jason.
Emerge. I think it's a brand
Rick
name.
Hefner rebuilt his old Squire with a fender licensed neck, which had fret sprout, put his hip shot locking tuners and the works. Cool. Good job. So did you keep the same, Rick, did you keep the same pickups in it? Oh, no, there you go. So he also put Generation Ford noiseless pickups. Very cool. That is cool. It costs an arm and a leg to ship a neck.
I think
really?
I think that's a joke.
Oh.
I don't know.
Are you being facetious or serious, Dan? Because we don't know. Do we know, Mitch? We don't know.
I see leg, arm, leg, and neck. I don't know. I don't know if it's a joke or not.
It costs an arm and a leg to ship a neck. I don't know. But the pickups, I found, I as much as I love this guitar, and you want to talk about another pretty MFer. Look at that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I like it. But so this has got some kind of Fender pickups. It's 3 pickups, and this really is not it looks like a Telecaster. It doesn't say, if you put it in the middle position, it sounds a little bit like it's got a little twang to it, but this has no true Telly twang to it. And these are the noiseless pickups, although they're not noiseless if you use a Helix with a lot of gain and stuff. Plenty of noise if you don't put the noise gate on it. Put the noise gate on, then it goes away. But this guitar is really a Strat. It's a 5-way switch. Doesn't sound anything like a. That's why one day I might buy a.
You still like it though, right?
Oh, I love it. I just did a video. I just did the 3-putt blues with it. Sounds great. But I use so many effects and stuff. Probably one guitar. I'm almost like Steve from Boston. Most of my guitars pretty much sound almost the same because I use the same presets.
Hey, Brian, 6-string Brian.
Hey, 6-string Brian. What's up, man? Brian, how's things in what's it, New Brunswick that he lives in? Are you guys opened up and all? Or are they closing things down again? Christ, everybody's going crazy about the damn Delta, the Delta variant or whatever.
I don't know. I hope they don't. I think they're going to do it. They might do it here, Don. They might do it here again. I don't know.
Boy, you guys, blackjack guitar, you don't like blue. Get out of here. Blue's my favorite color. That's why I like Mitch's chair so much. You all are going to be really crushed if I buy an Epiphone SG, right? And not to save money. Your guitar, your SG is pretty. It's a nice looking one. Hack's SG is pretty. Brian's, everybody's SG is pretty. I just don't want cherry, whatever, or the walnut.
Right.
It doesn't do. I had that years ago. Been there, done that. Cool, very cool, very cool. But Mitch, don't hurt your shoulder.
No, I'm just looking.
Oh, okay, all right. But yours is cherry, right, or is it walnut?
No, it's cherry.
Cherry, yeah.
I just like that classic look. I don't know. PJ.
Yeah, blackjack guitar. I don't know what's going on with the whole thing. It just, at this point here, I think it's nothing more than, it's, people do die of the regular flu. People get flu shots. I've never gotten one, but my wife gets one every year. People have died from the flu. I mean, a lot of people have died from the flu. A lot of kids have died from the flu, unfortunately. Wish it, I'm not sure that, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the whole COVID thing.
You got both your shots, right? For the COVID.
Yeah.
So you didn't have no problem.
Now I just read it. I didn't read the article, but the headline said something, the CDC, somebody saying hold up on the variant, on the booster shots because they don't understand. And trust me, if I should go to Vegas, I could probably get odds, and I guarantee I'd win the bet in Vegas that there will be a new variant that comes out just before the next election. Yeah, speed for hire. I think there's a lot of lying going on about everything. One person tells you that the masks don't work unless you get the 95 something H something 95 mask. The other mask, other people saying you should wear a mask. They're making kids wear masks. There's a lot of studies in other countries apparently, but not in the United States, that say the masks, the virus is going to get through them. This guy Fauci changes his mind every 6 hours on whether you should what mask or how 2 masks or 5 masks or 1 mask or no mask. Hey Jeff, Metalhead Hippies in the house. Hey Jeff, what's happening, man?
Jeff. Well, this friend of mine in the UK, his father, he's elderly. He had things going on. He was like in his 80s. They put him in a nursing home within 2 weeks, and I'm pretty sure he had his shots. He got COVID and died.
Yeah.
And the same guy, his brother is in intensive care with COVID, and he got COVID, but he's fighting it off. I think he had maybe like pneumonia type symptoms, but he's getting better now. And they all had their shots.
Yeah. My niece, I told you everybody last week, my niece is a nurse. Her husband's a pharmacist. They got their shots early. One got the Moderna, one got the Pfizer. And they're down in Dunedin, down by Paul Lou, in Florida, near Tampa, and they both got it. They both got COVID. I mean, they quarantined, but the word I think that if you get COVID and you've had the vaccine, there's a very good chance you won't get as sick. You still might die, who knows? But now I learned something very interesting. Now my neighbor 2 doors over, her dad got it back when all this stuff. The shit first started hitting the fan. Okay. He went to, I told the story. He went to American Legion and he was in his 80s and he was in the hospital and it was getting dire straits. And, they said, we can put you, he was having real lot of trouble breathing. So they said, we can put you on the ventilator. And he said, well, what's my chances if I go on the ventilator? They told him in the hospital. Now, this is what I don't know that this is 100% fact, but this is what my neighbor told me, and they're very nice people. I have no reason to lie to me. They told her father, Michelle's father, they told her that you have a 20% chance of surviving if you go on the ventilator. He said, I'll just go. If I go, I go. Guess what? He walked out of the hospital about 2 weeks later and never went on the ventilator. So they don't know. They're so, it's. I think they're being real secretive, and for some reason, if there's any studies being done now, it's a big secret, which I don't understand.
Oh, we got Brian S. Guitars is in here. Congratulations.
Brian S. He won a guitar. Yeah, cool score for Brian S. And it's a pretty goddamn. Hey, it's a D'Angelico, Mitch.
Right.
It's got the same headstock look, and I think as your acoustic, that is a cool headstock. I like that.
I never won anything in my life. But you won a guitar.
I won a guitar, yeah.
Only I haven't. I don't win anything.
He won again today. Jesus Christ, what'd you win today, Brian? I don't like Brian. I want nothing to do with this guy, Brian.
Oh yeah, what did he win today?
It was this guy, Brian S. I want nothing to do with him. He won twice. He's out. You topped me, Brian. What'd you win, dude?
What's JSS? What show is that?
JHS. I don't know. Brian needs to drop $5 on Powerball. Hey Quentin, I'd drop
That's
more
good.
like $50 on. If I was winning all that stuff, I got a box of strings and some string hangers.
That's
What are
good.
string hangers? What are string hangers? Okay, I'll look that up after the show.
Yeah, I
JHS
don't know.
pedals. That's what I thought. That's what I was
Okay,
thinking,
okay.
Brian. Okay, John Scott. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Six-string Brian.
Yeah.
All right, we're giving the post in the chat of the day to Brian.
I don't think you'll see too many
Six-string
shows.
Brian, six-string Brian. He gets the post of the day. He won an R9. You liar.
I don't think you'll see
Good
that
for you,
happen.
Brian. You lucky dog. Oh, guitar hangers for the wall. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
you said string hang. You
All right,
said string swing.
I'll be back.
String swing hang. Where you going?
I'll be back. I got a cramp. I'll be right back.
Okay, get up. You need to get some quinine. Quinine. Got any tonic water? Drink some tonic water. I take leg cramp pills, which are full of quinine. I eat them like candy when I'm walking, playing golf. Keeps me from cramping up because I get real bad shin. They found out the ventilator was the worst thing for pneumonia. Like, yeah, Sean.
I know I've been getting these muscle spasms lately, and I'm taking the Flexeril.
Sean, I have a lot more to say about what you said, and I'm very much in agreement with. We could have a long conversation, but I don't want to turn this into politics, and that's where we'd be heading. So we're not going to talk too much.
Why not?
more.
We done talk about music, animals. We might as well hit now. I'm only kidding. What else can we? Cars. We like cars.
Oh, the string swing hangers. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
When you wash your strings, you hang them up to dry. Very good, Epi. I call epiphonium Epi because it's a tough. Is it epiphonium? Yeah, epiphonium.
I would like to hang them on the wall, but with my luck, they'll fall. Because
I could do it in here. I thought about doing that, but it's like, you know what? No, I
me
ain't doing
too.
that.
Same here.
I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. It
It's
looks
all-
cool though. Like Dave R Guitars is cool. He's got guitars down this wall. He's got guitars
Yeah.
behind him, and then up this wall.
Do you have racks? That's what I have.
Yeah, I've got the here.
There you
I've
go.
got the.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. $65. I went into Bill's Music House. I said, do you have a multi guitar stand? And what a piece of it's a piece of shit. I tell you.
Yeah.
But it gets the job done. It's cut. The cuts are It was a wrestling match to get the screws to screw in because nothing was lined up because the stuff wasn't lined up.
I got mine at Lynx. It was already put together. He gave me the one that was on the floor.
Well, I wish I had done that.
Yeah. It holds 5. Yeah.
PJ Cobb retracted his mess. Did he retract it or did somebody else retract it? It keeps them safe up on the wall. I use toggle bolts, mount the hang. Got to watch out, PJ. We've got like Mitch is like second in the league in mods in his streams. I think Dave's Guitar Channel. Well, he's got a lot more subs and more people in his streams. So there's Michael Lappin Easy.
Hey, Mike.
Did I say it right? Did I say it right? God
That's
damn
who
it,
I
hope
talked.
did.
That's who I talked to the other day in Discord. Mike.
Wolf is docking. Dog Paw. Wolf. Hey, Doc. Haven't seen you for a while, dude. What's going on? Dog Paws. Have I missed anybody else? We got Jeff. We got Dog. So Doc's in the house. Michael's in the house.
Hey.
So this has got 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have 6 guitars on that. I've got 3 solo stands. 3 solo stands. One downstairs and my acoustics on one. Lappensy. That's what I said it right. I think I said it right this time. I really struggle with Michael's last name for some reason. Yeah, you gotta make sure you get a stud, man. If you're gonna put a nice guitar on one of those things,
I don't think you want it dropping.
The only thing I've been dropping lately is my phone.
Uh,
And I almost never drop phones. But
Well,
lately I dropped
no.
mine
I got my phone here.
on a carpet.
Can you see how many cracks I have? No. Yeah, you can see them. They glow. Let me get the light on it. Look at all. I have the Spider app.
Oh.
That's the Spider app. See that? That's called the Spider app. Everybody.
So it's not really cracked?
Yeah, it's cracked.
Oh. Yeah, I know they have. I've seen
My
that.
niece. My niece is.
But it's still usable, right?
Yeah, it works fine. It works fine. But who cares? Yeah, I agree with you, PJ. I agree with you. Oh, Quentin, I should have got that one for 50. That's $15 less. Treat your phone like a gun and you'll never drop it. Okay, there you go. I don't drop it on purpose, folks. I trust me, but it keeps working. God, I almost dropped my wife's phone the other day. It's like, oh my God, if I'd have dropped it and cracked it like mine, oh jeez. Hey, there's Paul Lou. Paul, have you been in the house for a while? I didn't see you, Paul. Sorry. Well, we got a good turnout. We bored everybody with dogs, and we still got 25 watching. We've only chased a couple out. God damn.
I got
We're rock stars, Mitch. We're rock stars.
5:30. I got up early today. I've been staying up. I normally stay up till like anywhere between 2 and 5 o'clock a lot of times, and then but I did go to bed early last night. Like
Doc, what did I do
before
the phone
12?
Say that again.
I went to bed before 12 midnight last night.
You're a liar.
I did. Well, it's like it was a little bit before 12. I took Benadryl, and it helps me sleep.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
Because I knew I had to get up early for my 8 o'clock appointment.
Have you ever tried like lavender scent? That's supposed to relax you.
Yeah.
Yeah, lavender. Yeah, it's lavender's very multi-purposeful. Spiders hate it. Spray lavender where you have spiders. You know, it worked, but I ran out of it. I need to get some more extract. And but if I can't get to if I get a busy mind and I can't fall asleep, count backwards from 100 by 3. By threes, like 100, 97, 94, 91, 88, 85, 80, blah, blah, blah.
Every time I try, I fall asleep. So that doesn't work.
There. And just do it over and over again. And if it doesn't work after about the third time, then start from 1,000, 997, 994, 900. And it's really hard to do it from 1,000 because you forget where you're supposed to be. And you gotta start over.
I know.
But it keeps your mind from wandering. One of the problems with people with insomnia, and I've had, is your mind. Your mind's so full of something traumatic. You had an argument. Something political happened that really upset you. Something sports happened that you got upset. Your team lost or whatever. Hey, the Orioles won 7-1 on
the other day, and 13-1.
Tuesday they lost 13-1.
But they've been winning a little bit of late.
They were 10-7. They were 10-6 after the All-Star break, but now they're 10-7.
But
so they win tonight. But they're playing the Evil Empire, so if they beat the Yankees twice, once out of 4 games, I'm happy.
Right.
But I don't follow baseball because they ruined it for me. They ruined it for me. They completely ruined for me. They want to get into the politics, spectrum, whatever. If you're going to bring politics in it, I'm done.
Well, they're beating the Yankees.
I'm a hypocrite because I won't give up on the NFL.
In the fifth inning now, they're winning 3-2.
Yeah, go O's. Even though I don't, it's a yes, dog. I'm drinking whiskey. Jameson, baby, Jameson. I need some ice. Ran out of ice. I'm nursing it, guys, tonight. Then you woke up wanting to hit a mathematician. No, I didn't. Really, honestly, it works. I'm telling you, if you have a busy mind,
what's been working. What's been
Brian
working.
Why are all these messages getting retracted? Quentin's retracted. Brian S is retracted.
Somebody else is retracted.
I'm not. I don't.
When it says retracted, does that mean one of the mods?
They could take it down. They could take it down
themselves.
They can, but I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any of that.
Well, I don't know what got Marsha.
Died. You know what's been helping? I listen to these different. I listen to sports shows on the radio when I go to bed. Right. Well, it's on my phone, but
that can put you to sleep. Some of those,
and it has. It's been working good for me.
Hey, if it works, stick with it.
Because I could never fall asleep with, but now it seems like I've been falling asleep with that lately.
Yeah, please. Pro sports is getting so goddamn political. It's pissing me off. What
about Lamar Jackson? He got it a second time, COVID, right? Not to bring that up again, but
I think with this, COVID thing, I had to check my email. Like the one golfer, he tested positive. He couldn't finish a tournament. He was up by 6 strokes on the, next to last day. He couldn't, he would have gone into Sunday with a 6-stroke lead and probably won. Very good. John Rahm, the Spanish guy. And then he tested positive for the Olympics, but he doesn't have COVID again. It's like once you have it, it's like those things are flying around in your system that say you have COVID, but they don't. It's like if they would have tested him an hour later, he might not have tested positive. Probably.
That's crazy. That's crazy, isn't it?
It's they don't understand. There's a lot they don't understand about this. It's going to be years before they have it all figured out. And I'm sorry, anybody that thinks it just happened from nature, sorry, you're wrong. It was created. The mad scientist. It was that guy. Who was that actor that was in all the movies? Gene Wilder.
Oh yeah, the
Young Frankenstein. It's Young Frankenstein's fault, that bastard. It's all Gene Wilder's fault. All right, PJ, to me, there's a big difference between a USA Fender neck and really? Well, I think, I'll bet you, now I don't know anything about nothing, but I would make a guess on a lot of guitars if people changed the nut and had somebody that know what they were doing work on it. They'd have a lot, like if they had problems with the action and the thing going out of tune and all. I think the nut is one of the keys to a guitar staying in tune and playing well and being more adjustable. I think if you have the right nut and the slots are cut right and all, I think it's easier to set the guitar up. And apparently, from somebody that I highly respected, Tomo Fito or whatever that guy is.
Yeah.
The tone of your guitar changes if it's set up properly. Now, I've been told by somebody that I highly respect, I'm not going to get into who it is, but if it's set up, hey, there's Nelson Rodriguez. If it's set up properly, you can do pinch harmonics easier. Nelson, I missed you the first time, but I'm glad you're back, dude. Now, if I ever get out to California, there's 2 people I'm definitely looking up. Nelson Rodriguez and Strat Player 2, which is Marcos.
Johnny Bean? Oh, sorry.
Johnny Bean. Is he?
He's in California.
Oh, is it Johnny Bean in California? Yeah, I guess he is because he's got that one movie star guy on his thing all the time. Guy in the pink stuff. Odds of not being hot. Oh, all right. We're talking COVID stuff. All right. SARS was created by evil. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's all this shit was, But we could go into conspiracies and all that stuff, and some of the stuff that misinformation is not misinformation.
Hey,
and,
Dave,
a year later you'll find out that it's not misinformation. Like a lot of stuff we're finding out now that was a year ago was said was misinformation. It was not misinformation. Too much time on his hands. Like the doctor on some scientists with too much time on the hands decided to create a superbug. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, Star Wars, Star Trek, true to life, The guy in pink, yeah, well, that guy, he doesn't do it for me, but, I think he's popular. He's on that show every week, so a lot of people must like him.
Who's that?
No, we won't get into it.
I don't know.
I was talking about the guy on Johnny Bean's show with the pink,
Oh yeah.
the guy that was in the movie.
Yeah, let's not talk about him.
Yeah, right. USA necks have 1.68. Really? I didn't know that.
That's interesting, PJ. Cool. I think that's probably why Dave's Guitar Channel gets a Warmouth neck, but he'll take the made in Mexico body. And then, basically he's Frankensteining the guitar. He's putting pickups in it. He's getting a neck in it. And then the neck, I guess. When you get a Warmouth neck, does it come with a nut in it already, or do you put your own nut in it? I don't know.
I don't either. Dave R. would.
Yeah.
I like a wide. Do you like a wider neck? I like a wider neck.
Dude, if he was in a movie, he's a movie star.
I don't care if he was just an extra. You're still a movie star in my book, because that's closer than I'm ever going to get to being in the movies. I'd love to be in the movies. Actually, I always wanted to be in the soap operas. I wanted to be the bad guy, because the bad guy always got the hot chicks in the beginning when he started. Then he got killed off or went to jail or whatever in the show. But then the next thing you know, the same bad guy's on a different soap opera. Look, let me tell you something. Go ahead.
We got more in here now than when we started. We have 30 now.
Cool. All right. Let's talk. So back, if y'all can, some of you guys can remember this, back during Desert Storm, the world stopped. When the first time we went to, war in Iraq. And in the car business, man, let me tell you, it's like somebody just pulled the plug out of the TV. So we'd sit around, and that's when I was working at Keene Dodge, Mitch, out in Jarrettsville, the one-car showroom. We had one car in the showroom. Little out in the country in the middle of nowhere. In our showroom, we had a couch and a chair, it's like a living room with a TV, and we never got any customers, so we'd sit around and watch soap operas all the day. And we watched whatever soap opera that we called her Mama Donna, the telephone operator, who was right there off the showroom. She could see the TV. She'd say, "Watch this one." So we watched Young and the Restless, Bold and Beautiful, Young and the Restless, and As the World Turns. And the same bad guy, this went on for months. And then later on, you start watching this, you get hooked on these goddamn things. You start watching them. And then one time I changed channels, and it was different. I said, that was the bad guy on Young and Restless last year.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to be the bad guy in the soap operas, because you get all the hot chicks, and then you go to a new soap opera after you get killed or go to jail.
I watched a little bit of that years and years and years ago, but when I worked second shift before I left work.
All right, PJ, you're getting out of my realm of expertise, which is none, on nut width and Martin USA acoustic width. Oh my God. Yeah, well, Dave's big. He plays acoustic a lot. Fingernail in the neck width, half a fingernail in the neck. I don't know what that means. Right, invasion of Kuwait, and then okay, all right, gotcha. Okay, Brian, gotcha. Yeah, well, look, I don't. I'm an expert in nothing and know a little bit about something, but very little of anything. Hey, Jesse, say hi to Julie for me, by the way. And I hope you guys, your folks, they got better, Jesse. Julie's grandfather called every soap opera John's other wife. Right, exactly.
Let me tell you something. You watch a soap opera for a week. It's like, oh, I gotta watch what's happening next. And I don't know what they're like now. I don't even think they have soap operas on TV anymore, do they? But but back in the day, man, they had some hot chicks on the soap opera.
I think the same ones are still the ones you mentioned are still on, I believe.
Okay.
I believe.
Young and the Restless.
I think so.
Young and the Restless was the greatest, man. They had this guy Victor Newman. He went from being I don't even know how this works. He went from being the real bad guy to being the great guy. He was like, the nicest guy in the world.
See you later, Hack.
See you, Hack. We chased Hack out.
Hack doesn't want to talk about soap operas. Hack, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
Hack, stay. Go do the backing track, dude.
I think
Soap operas are lick crack. I was addicted. Days of Our Lives. Yeah, okay. Who was that? Was Days of Our Lives was the girl Susan somebody some Italian name. She never got the Emmy. Every year she got a nomination, but she never won.
Yeah, what? Yeah,
she finally won like when she
is
was
it Susan
like,
Lucci? Susan Lucci? Susan Lucci?
What's her name? Somebody knows.
Was it Susan Lucci?
I remember when Luke and Laura got married. Yeah, Quentin. Yeah, there you go. Everybody remembers that. I didn't watch that, but that was Days of Our Lives, I think.
Susan Lucci, that's it. Yeah. She was born. She's up there now in age.
We watched Bold and the Beautiful, Young and the Restless, As the World Turns, and Guiding Light.
She's 74, Don. 74, Susan
74.
Lucci. Oh my God.
Susan, you had the name right. Cool.
Yeah.
But, one actress that was a big actress that started. She was Betsy in Young and the Restless. Who was in When Harry Met Sally? Who was that?
Crystal, Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal. Who was the girl?
Somebody's going to say it in here.
She was a big actor. She
one is married to.
She started on Young and the Restless. What's the girl's name? Who was in Harry Met?
I don't feel like.
Oh, we really talk. Yes, Paul. Paul, we didn't. Look, I was.
Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan. Thanks, Paul. I didn't think I was going to be able to do the show. I was feeling so bad from eating some leftovers before the show. I mean, I didn't get the link for this until 20:07, and Mitch was having trouble. What, with the dog? Why were you late,
Mitch?
Yeah, why were you late tonight?
I wasn't late.
Late.
I mean, emailing you the link late?
Yeah. Why were you late?
I forgot.
You forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, we didn't have our A game starting up, but I think we got into a nice rhythm.
We started on time.
Talked dogs. Don and Mitch had their first argument on the show.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not disputing anything you're saying.
Hey, don't argue with me. You are arguing with me.
No, I'm not.
Highlights of tonight's show is Mitch got a new chair. Who got the RG 550?
Ricky Compton.
That is Ricky Compton, and Brian S won a.
He's winning everything. He's winning everything.
That is a gorgeous guitar. It's like a ES copy, or not a copy, but it's G. Angelico's version of an ES 330. Brian, that's a gorgeous goddamn guitar, and you're getting it fresh, brand new from Sweetwater. That is so cool. He won it from what's your guy's name? Robert Baker.
Right.
That is so cool.
I did enter a couple of those contests, but I've been following it lately. Yeah, he's getting all his stuff from Sweetwater. He's got some deal going on.
Yeah, Brian, watch the replay. We had an argument about Cesar Millan. Let's talk dogs. Let's talk dogs again.
I don't dislike him. I'm just telling you, a lot of people complain about him.
Yeah, I know a lot of people did, and they're all full of shit. I'm on the record.
I'm not saying it one way or another because I'm not qualified.
Well, I am qualified to say that they are full of, you know what. Okay.
I just play one at home.
All right, Jeff's leaving us. See you, Jeff. I'm unfriending you for your soap opera knowledge. All right, well, soap operas can.
Yeah, I think Paul's not crazy about soap. I'm not either, really.
Oh well. Hey, we just look during Desert Storm when we had the issue with Iraq and Kuwait. Since I was corrected, thank you for whoever corrected me. There was nothing. You had no customers.
That was like 1969. Dale, I remember that Dark Shadows. My childhood friend would like watching it, so I started watching a little bit. I wasn't crazy about it though. Barnabas Collins.
I'm glad you brought. You want to hear something sick? So when that was when I was probably about 13.
Yeah, I was 14.
12, 13 years old.
Right.
Whatever. And these guys, I lived in an apartment complex. My parents split up, lived in an apartment complex. And these guys I was hanging with, the one guy had a little brother. And the little, so they're like my age or a year. These guys were a year older. And the little brother was probably like 5 or 6 years old. And you know how that is. He wants to hang around with the big kids, right? The little guy.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to hear something sick? You know what they did to this kid to get him get lost? Will you get lost? And so to make him get lost, they say, if you don't get lost, I'm going to give you a Barnabas.
like they were going to bite his neck because everybody watched. Let me tell you something. TV was pretty graphic back in the 70s. Well, that was the 57.
Yeah, I think it was on late 60s, early 70s, something
early
like that.
70s. And they threatened this 5-6-year-old little kid with getting a Barnabas, getting bit on his neck. The kid would go, ah! It's not funny, but I'm laughing. But
it was on from 66
I felt terrible for this little kid. I almost got in a fight with the guy. I said, leave the kid alone. That's terrible what you're doing. I realized at a younger age that was like
66
Sonia.
66 to 71 it was on. Okay. 6 seasons.
So this is probably like 68, 69, whatever. I can't remember. I'm too old. I'm an old man, folks. Combat, Rat Patrol, Black Sheep. I don't remember Black Sheep Squadron, but I remember Combat and Rat Patrol. Combat was my favorite show of all time back when for many years.
Yeah. Vic Morrow.
Sergeant Saunders, man.
Hi, Sonia. And you liked the Wild Wild West too, didn't you? Did you like that, the Wild Wild West?
Wild Wild West. I didn't understand that show. It was Western, so I always liked Westerns, but I was more into like Gunsmoke and
the Rifleman and
Rifleman, yeah, all those, I got 2 Western channels on cable. I watch. They're not commercials, so I watch them. I think they're part of Stars. I don't know, but my favorite Western now is Wells Fargo. That's the greatest. That guy's he was just he's fast gun and anyway. I watch it daily. I watch the same repeats. I've watched some of the Leave It to Beaver. Of course, Leave It to Beaver was one of the greatest shows of all time.
Wally.
Black Sheep with Robert Conrad. It rings a bell, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Were they in the air? Were they like?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't watch it. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think that was.
Remember that commercial, Robert Conrad with the batteries? I dare you. I dare you. I forgot what battery brand it was. Knock it off.
Who's Joe Cartoon? Leave It to Beaver was great. Have Gun with Travel was great too. Yeah, he was one of the best.
Was that Richard Boone?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Death Valley was good.
Richard Boone, though, he played a lot of bad guys in Westerns. Mm-hmm. He was a good bad guy. He was a bad guy in that one John Wayne movie. I forget which one. With he had the dog. And the dog got killed at the end. I was like, why are you killing the dog? Quit killing the dog. I love the dogs.
And we can't forget
dogs.
Rawhide. Can't forget
Rawhide,
that.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood. Rowdy Yates.
I don't know why they don't show repeats of Rawhide.
You're right. I don't see that.
But they just brought repeats back of the Rifleman, which is very cool. He was a badass, man. I forget his name. What's his name? Lucas. He was a badass, the Rifleman. Yeah, Major League Baseball player. Yep.
Chuck Connors?
Yep.
St. Louis Cardinals, wasn't it? I believe.
Yeah. I liked the Lone Ranger when I was a little kid. It's a goofy movie, but they actually did a really good job with that. What is Sean Penn played Tonto? It's a stupid movie. It's just one of the stupidest movies ever made. But it's actually
Sean Penn or Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Johnny Depp played Tonto. That was good.
That was good.
The Gambler. I don't remember The Gambler. Oh, you're talking about Maverick. You're talking about Maverick, Jesse. Yeah, Mavericks are good.
Hey, Don, looks like there's some free episodes on YouTube for Rawhide.
Yeah.
I don't know how many, but it looks like they're showing some.
I think we talked about this back many months ago about that, and I tried to watch, but they didn't show the whole. They didn't show the whole show. Oh. That was the problem with that. They showed parts of it, but they didn't show. Yeah, the Rawhide thing. There's a YouTube video about how he became. Now, what was the other one that he was in? Not Rawhide, where Richard Boone wore the black, and he was like just somebody, and there was this guy that wore all black, and Richard Boone got into a duel with him, like it wasn't like we're gonna face off in the street and draw. It was like in the mountains and all, and Richard Boone won, and he became the guy because he understood that the guy really wasn't a bad guy, and that was called that Have Gun Will Travel. Have Gun Will Travel. That's how Richard Boone became. That's cool. I saw that on YouTube. The origin of Have Gun Will Travel. I don't know why I struggled with that. I guess the Jameson's kicking in. Yeah. Paladin. Paladin's the one. Yeah, there you go. Paladin. Have Gun Will Travel. So the whole thing about Paladin, you can watch that on YouTube. It's very cool. I didn't know all that. I learned that. We talked about this months ago. Mm-hmm. James Gardner was it not James? Who was the
Maverick.
guy who played Gunsmoke? Who played Gunsmoke? That guy was
James Arness.
Arness. He was a badass too.
His brother was.
Don't mess with James Arness.
His brother was Peter Graves from Mission Impossible.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Why do they have different last names? Is it just Hollywood names?
Good question. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought they were brothers.
Where's Krellbar when you need him? He'd look it up, or he'd either know it or look it up, or Dave. Those guys know everything about every TV show, every movie ever made. Remind me after the show. Remind me after the show to tell you something real.
I will.
About that Krellbar.
We'll have a post. Me and Mitch have a. You all don't know. We'll give you some behind the scenes privy knowledge. Me generally, except some nights, me and Mitch have a post stream show. It's just him and me. Yeah. All right, where are we at, Mitch? What we got going here? How many we got watching? 23. We're down to 12. We're losing. We're losing our audience. We're losing our audience.
We're getting at the
started talking westerns.
Hour and 45-minute mark.
All right.
I think.
Let's shut it down.
Yeah.
Let's shut it down.
Yeah. We're good.
All right. So the highlights again tonight. Let's have a review. Ricky Compton got a really cool yellow Ibanez RG550 Genesis. I can't believe I remembered that. Mm-hmm. That is a pretty guitar. I would consider that if it did have a locking nut, whatever system. And Brian S. won a D'Angelico. He listed what it was, and Brian. What? Oh God, I got to go way back. It might not be there anymore. Brian, they were fighters for Black Sheep. Brian, what kind of guitar? Brian, tell us what kind of guitar you got real quick again. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. D'Angelico Premier DC Mini. Mini. Oh, it's not a real guitar. It's not a full guitar. It doesn't matter. It's free. And what was the other thing? Don and Mitch had an argument over Caesar Milan.
No, that's not an argument. I'm not disagreeing with you,
dude. I'm trying to stir some shit up here. Come on, go with it, will you?
No, I'm not like some other channels.
You got to go with it. Yeah, I agree with you. The Shootist was a very good movie. Because that was one of the coolest endings to a movie I've ever seen. And I'll tell you what, Opie is one of the greatest actors of all time, in my opinion.
What were you talking about?
He was very good in The Shootist. They were somebody just mentioned The Shootist, the John Wayne movie. That ending of that movie was that was one of the best.
Ron Howard, he's one of the top Hollywood producers too, or directors, whatever he is.
Absolutely. He's a rock star. You know, if him and me got in the same room, we'd talk politics. We'd hate each other probably. But Don Knotts was okay. He was okay. He was good as Barney.
No, he's Mr. Limpet. What was it? Remember he was the fish?
The fish. Yeah, the fish.
When I was a kid, I loved it.
Funny. You know? After Don Knotts, after Barney with Andy Mayberry, the first thing I think about is the Fish movie.
Yeah, I thought that was. I mean, now it's stupid. When I was younger, I thought I liked it.
Hey, we all go down memory lane, dude.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so everybody enjoyed the show, I think. I like Les Pauls. Yeah, Brian, look, I'm glad you didn't find that elusive white custom shop Strat because you probably wouldn't have liked it, and then you would have lost money trying to sell it. Or if you'd hung on to it, you might have made money down the road. So we don't know, but we'll assume it all worked out for the better. And let's say goodnight, Mitch.
All right, good night. And so
See you
we'll be
next
on.
week.
We'll be on
Wednesday.
next Wednesday.
Wednesday at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time.
Right.
Thanks for putting up with us tonight, and we love you all.
See you later,
Take care.
guys.